Now that's the one. Here's the one you are all here for. Pretender Lady Avalon. So yeah, speaking of doable, I'm not gonna give a YouTube intro for this because I'm tired of giving. I don't like doing multiple YouTube intros. So if you're watching this from YouTube, oh my god, I'm coming! If you're watching this on YouTube, go check out the Gareth Spotlight if you want your YouTube intro. But for now, let's talk Lady Avalon. So, I do know a bit about her. She's wild. Lady Avalon is wild. And it's going to be a very short first impressions because she's literally just Merlin. Let's go through her ascensions first. I like this. Femme Merlin. Nice look. Obviously, swimsuit. Best one. I'm using this. Great swimsuit. Love it. This looks like Bryn's outfit a little bit from Summer, like a wedding dress almost. I like it, it's not bad. And I like this final ascension. I like the little tummy, a little bit of the tummy showing, like skin indentation. I like it, it's cute. It's kind of semi-lewd without being overtly lewd. I like this. Nice ascensions. 10 out of 10 for tummy. I love the Merlin tummy. I don't know, something about tummies lately. I think that's my new fetish I'm developing from all the fucking gacha I'm playing. It's all about stomachs now. NP charge rate looks good. Her stats, her internal stats don't really matter much. Standard, they look pretty standard. What we're really here for are her skills. Ooh, better be good, she better be. So, you may notice a trend in that all of her skills are just Merlin skills, but better. So first up we have literally hero creation, but for arts, which is just better. 50% arts buff for 3 turns. Increase max HP by 3,000 and 100% crit damage for a turn. So obviously it's good, it's great, it's ridiculously strong. I mean, it's just fucking insanely strong. Just as good as hero creation, if not better, because arts, which makes, you know, easier to NP loop and stuff. Then you have the charisma, Merlin's charisma. Same thing, except it also, I don't remember if Merlin's does this. Does Merlin's also overcharge the party's NP? Because this is dumb. This is just Merlin's charisma, but also overcharge. No, it doesn't. Alright, so yeah, all of Merlin's skills, but better. And that's especially good on arts teams, because usually arts overcharge effects are very strong. That's ridiculous. That's super cracked. Yeah, if you're using him if you're using her with like Tamamo or oh my god, Castoria, this is insane. Insane synergy. Super insane for stall comps. Third skill, literally Merlin. I like that there's notes down here because the skill is so fucking complicated for no reason. But before that, literally Merlin's invincibility. However, on top of being a party-wide invincibility, it has a NP drain on the enemies, reduces all enemies' NP gauge by 1 every turn, so at the end of the turn. At first, I thought this was an immediate NP drain, which would just make the skill useless because invincibility plus NP drain. However, the NP drain happens after the turn, so it's actually broken. It went from being useless to broken, because what it does is it gives everyone invincibility so they can dodge the NP, and then afterwards, if for some reason the enemy were to get more NP charge, like you know how you do those challenge quests where the enemy NPs every turn or something, this will then drain them right after they NP. So really dumb. Yeah, you don't have to choose. And then on top of that, it charges her own NP gauge based on the number of enemies. So this is usually a free 60% NP charge for Merlin, but it can also be a 120% NP charge, because if you have 6 enemies on screen, that's 120% NP. It drains after their turn. So after their turn, after they NP. Yeah, here's the notes on it. NP charge, running similar to NP seal. Enemy's charge is not drained in the same turn this is used. Enemy's charge is prevented from gaining a tick for the next turn. It can be used even if it has no charge. NP minus is used when the enemy's HP is at full. When you use their NP, and the effect of the skill is applied the turn after when they have no charge. So yeah, it's super busted, and it'll always basically protect you. So yeah, all of Merlin's skills, but better. She has a terrible territory creation, which sucks. Her 2 passives that give NP charge are also broken. It's 5% every turn and then 20% at the start of the battle. So that's stupid. She can almost NP by herself immediately, turn 1. Because you're going to start at 20 and you're usually going to get 60 from this. That's 80% NP charge. You give her a 50% NP charge CE and she's NP turns 1. So that's very good. Actually, now that I think about it, she can increase overcharge by more than 1 stage a lot of the time because she's going to immediately NP. So you can just put her NP first, plus the skill, and you're getting 2 levels of overcharge on the next NP. Kill chance. Oh yeah, and the second skill's also... Yeah, never mind. She's automatically going to NP every turn on the first turn. So yeah, automatic first turn NP, essentially. Even with nothing, that's almost always an automatic first turn NP. It is worth noting the skill cooldown is 8 turns, which is really, really bad, but that's fine. Skill's still broken. Increased attack against sabers. This is actually good because as a pretender, she already has class advantage against sabers. Not that you're going to use her offensively, though. Alright, so her NP. Increased parties... This is Merlin's, but better. Because it increases parties' max HP, which is better than healing over time. Because it's immediate. Hey, Yashimura, thanks for the follow. So immediate 3k heal to everyone, at minimum. And then she also charges the party's NP gauge every turn for 3 turns. Between 5 to 10%. So theoretically, if you had her NP5, that's a 5,000 HP heal and a 10% charge every turn. Not that, I'm sure there's a lot of people going for NP5 though. Just for waifu reasons. But it's not necessary, NP1's enough. And then crit stars every turn. Alright, cool. So yeah, obviously, yeah, worse than Merlin, you crazy. Obviously, Lady Avalon is busted. I wouldn't say... I watched Toho's video on Arcade, and I agree with him in his terms of how he defines meta-defining or broken. And I wouldn't say... And for those of you who haven't watched, totally watch it. But basically, he says anything that he defines broken or meta-defining as doing something that hasn't been done before in the game, or basically introducing new mechanics to the game. I don't think Lady Avalon does that. Like, I don't think she's broken or like changes the meta, but she's as good as you can get without doing that. I mean, Castoria is still better, but I mean, like, she's Merlin. She's Arts Merlin, so I can't really say anything more than that. She's as good as you can get without literally being Castoria. Yeah, no, Castoria is still going to be the go-to. Castoria is just too busted to replace. Yes, Merlin's so good, lasagna made too. So yeah, obviously, if you have the quartz to spare, roll. Even if you don't have the quartz to spare, you should probably roll. She's very, very strong. Excellent support. Even if you have Castoria, I think she's excellent because she works with Castoria with that overcharge effect that can be incredibly useful in challenge quests with Castoria. Yeah, you're just... Between this overcharge effect for Castoria and the invincibility for the party, I mean, you're just not going to get hit. You'll never get hit. You're never getting hit. So yeah. 10 out of 10, S tier. I don't even really think I need to do a full spotlight. I mean, obviously I will when she comes out, but S tier. Might skip Oberon for her. Well, Oberon's the year before her. But either way, I've kept you waiting long enough. Let's get to the rolling now.